So a baby in Chicago was born with a 5-inch growth on her neck. The growth grew so large, it was bigger than the baby's head. You see this picture here, really scary. Obviously, the baby's parents learned about this growth in utero via ultrasound, but there was nothing that could be done until the baby was born. So imagine this scenario. You're a parent saying, what the hell? They thought it was initially a cystic hygroma, but it turned out to be a teratoma.
So a congenital benign tumor, but the problem here is the size of this thing sitting on the head and neck, obviously compromising neck, the airway, the baby's ability to breathe. That had to come out.
Yeah, and so they actually diagnosed this when the baby was 20 weeks old by ultrasound, and they just followed it because they thought it was a cystic hygroma, which is a block in the lymphatic system, and they thought it was just going to accumulate fluid. When the baby was born, they had a team of 40 doctors assembled to handle this, rush this baby into surgery, found out it was a benign tumor called a teratoma, thankfully not cancerous. And this baby,
thankfully, if you look at this picture, the baby does have an airway. Thankfully, they were able to secure an airway because that growth is so large in an area that could so easily constrict the airway that thank goodness, this all turned out the way that it did. And that is truly a what the hell. We're just very happy that she is Bella Rose is on a full way, her full way to recovery. That story has a happy ending, but what about this next one? We have a diver who ended up spearing the wrong fish. Connie Hollowell was spearfishing. When he set down his spear gun, a wave came by, pushed that gun against the reefs. It triggered, and it shot him right in the head. It went in below his right eye and came out in front of his left ear. Drew has a demo here to show us. You all see that, right?
Look at that.
You see that spear heading through his head?
So it went in right below his eye here, so going through his maxillary sinus on that side, we see it exiting in front of his ear, like so. So either it went above.
He was so fortunate. I mean, this
missing the orbit, so missing the eyes, going either above or below the cheekbone on this side, missing his jawbone on this side.
And the most amazing thing is this happened while he was out in the water, so he got himself to shore, and then at shore, smartly they left it in place, but they did saw off the edges for better transport. Surgically able to remove it. His vision's, everything's fine.
Yes. Believe it or not,
talk about getting lucky.
He didn't dodge a bullet, he dodged the spear.
But I think that it's a good point in the case of emergency that if something ever lodges in you, not to remove it. I think that was the really smart thing they did, because had they pulled this out, he could have very easily bled. Even though no major structures would have been destroyed, he would have bled out.
He is so very lucky to be alive. And we hear that the food at this hospital, tremendous as well.
And look at his smile. He missed his facial nerve. Look at his
everything's fine.
His bite looks like it's normal. I mean, that's a miracle.
I think the most impressive thing, though, is in those pictures, give him credit. He was calm and cool as a cucumber. And you have to be that way in this situation, because if you panic and you start pulling on that thing, more damage is going to be done.
Don't show me a picture of if I have a spear going.
I mean, what's crazy is I keep looking at this and I keep thinking that someone somewhere who is into piercing is like, how can I do this? That looks kind of...
I certainly hope not.
I hope not as well.